Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mishka with the Monday Nights with another video for you on how to play one of the classes. Today's class is the Warrior. Woohoo, Warrior! So I am wearing my RoboCop outfit right now. Yeah, trust me, I know. We're gonna go over the class basics and how to play. Obviously, you know you're a heavy armor fella. You're wearing plate. You're wearing a lot of armor. Your goal, for the most part, is to be up in the front, taking all the aggro, taking the damage. So how do we do that? Well, you have a sword and a shield. Uh, Now let's go ahead and get the choices of the shield out of the way right now. You have a small shield and a large shield. Okay, so small shield and boom, large shield. A large shield is larger, as you can imagine. The big difference here is that with the small shield, you don't how do I put this? Your blue bar, that is your shield's health. So let me come over to this guy over here. All right, and I'm going to try to block him. There you go. And as you can see, it's taking away from the blue bar, which is the shield's health. The small shield has less health than the large shield. However, you're going to deal more damage. So, for instance, right, about 1800 for my normal hits, and then 5400 when I finish the combo, and I'll go over combos in a second here. If I take the large shield, letting the shield health regenerate. Sorry, I like to sing, I'm a bard. Here we go. Let's go find another of the same kind of enemy, that way we have a similar, right, so 700 normally, 2100 when I finish the combo. Now if we take a look at that shield health, I mean look how much it's taken away from the shield health. Barely anything compared to the other one, right? Let's go ahead and finish this guy off. I'm going to go over why I'm swinging these particular combos in a second here. And here we go. Okay, so let me grab the small shield, because the small shield is mostly what you're going to want when you're soloing, because it allows you to actually deal more damage. So as a warrior, most of what you're doing is combos. Let's go over here to the combos page. Alright, here we go. You got 4 combos that you're going to be hitting. Provoke, Wound, Hamstring, and Cleave. I'm going to make it simple for you. Provoke and Wound are what you're going to be using. Rarely do you use Hamstring, but you might use it if you're doing bosses in a raid or a dungeon. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use Cleave. At least not for like high-level shards or whatnot. You can use it, you know, where you see fit, but like top-tier tanks, I don't ever see using Cleave. It's always Provoke and mostly Provoke. 9 times out of 10 is Provoke. If you're soloing, Wound. So Wound is left, up, left, right. And let's go find another enemy. And here we go. So you see the normal hits, 1800, 1800. Oh, I activated an ability. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so 21, 7, 21, 6,000. Right? Left, up, left, right. When you hit that right, it's going to deal extra damage because I finished the Wound combo. I wound. And wound. So, soloing as a warrior, you're going to be doing a lot of wounding. As a group tank, Provoke, that's going to be your bread and butter right there. It increases aggro generation. It does a few extra things as well if you take the right talents, but we'll go over that in a second. It's kind of hard for me to show off by myself, but you know, let's go do it and see how it goes. So left, right, up. You see how it kind of gives that extra little boop, that purple burst thing, right? That means I successfully hit that combo. I'm getting more provoke, more aggro. It means he's going to focus on me. This, when you're fighting a boss, this is what you use. You just spam provoke. Now here's the fun part about provoke. You can put your shield up. I'm going to sit down for this because it's easier for me. And I can provoke through my shield. Now notice I'm not dealing any damage, but it is, well, unless I miss my shield, but it does count as the aggro. So you can sit here and you can hit that combo through your shield. You're protecting yourself, and you're provoking and getting that aggro.
Take me down to the paradise.
So that's provoke. Let's see, hamstring. Hamstring, up, right, left, up. Let's see if I can get this. Up, right, left, up. Nope. Up, right, left, up. There we go. And look how slow he is. Look how slow he is, right?
Oh, no explosion, no XP.
And now he's moving full speed again, so that's full speed, and hamstring. And I'll teach you how to do that little trick right there, where you instantly charge it. So, hamstring, right, it's up again. Let's go ahead and finish him off now, so that we can move on with the rest of the video. Alright. And then the last one was cleave. Cleave's kind of your AoE. I can't do finger quotes. AoE. You hit multiple enemies, but it doesn't really do much damage. So let's talk some utility things with the warrior. You can sword charge. What you're going to do is you're going to point at an enemy and pull the trigger. You see how he kind of outlines in yellow? When I let go, I charge him. Woo! And now I can fight main kill. Now, man, doing this combo, it gets exhausting, right? You keep swinging like that. You swing, you swing, you swing. You keep doing the combo. Right? How do I charge the combo instantly? I hit the combo. I'm going to hold my sword out at an angle, right? Usually directly to my right. Now, see how it's got that red glow to it? Wound. He's wounded. Hold it out. You can probably hear it. It charges. Wound. I hold it out. Wound. Right? Or you can hold it straight down. Really, as long as you're at a 90-degree angle somewhere, you deal extra damage. So that is how you how you charge it like that. That's really good for provoke, and I'll show you why. Over here on the talents, the first tier, your provoke combo heals you for a small amount versus your wound causes the target to bleed for additional damage. Let's make this perfectly clear. As a warrior, you are not a DPS. You are not a DPS, you will not be a DPS, you will not compete with DPS, you will not be even close to semi-competent DPS. Let's make that perfectly clear right off the bat. You should not be worried about dealing damage. Even when you're all by yourself, when you're soloing, you should not be worried about dealing much damage, you should be worried about surviving. Right? Because when you get to dungeons and endgame content, when you're working with a group, their goal is to deal damage, your goal is to keep everybody else alive by taking all the aggro on yourself. Righteousness, that is your self-heal. So let's come over here. I'm going to take some damage here. Probably would have been better if I had just, taken all my armor off. Here we go. I'll piss him off too. There we go. There, now we're taking damage. Alright, so check it out. I'm going to start hitting provoke. Right? Left, right, up. Left, right, up. Left, right. He moved. Right, check that out. I am out healing their damage. If I can hit that combo. Right? You can out-heal a lot of damage just by spamming provoke. And I'm trying to keep it within sight because I know that what I see and what is recorded isn't always the same. Alright, now earlier I was talking about how you can provoke through your shield. Right? So this will be a good example. Right here. Good. He's hitting my shield. Provoke. Provoke. Right? And you can see that health. That health just going straight up. I am not taking damage because he's in front of my shield. He's not taking damage because I'm hitting my shield, but I just healed all the way up. No issues. And let's get away from that. So that is a super, super useful trick that I wish I had known when I first started Warrior. It takes a little bit of finagling to figure out where you need to position the shield and how to hit it, but I cannot emphasize how great that is when you're fighting a boss. You take out that large shield, you put it in front of you, and you just spam provoke, and you just keep provoking, right? And it keeps hitting your shield, and you keep healing. Not that you need it. So let's go over here. I'm going to talk about the super real fast. But in order for that to happen, I need my shield to break. So we're going to sit here. Let's see if we can get two guys at once to hit my shield, because that'll make it go by faster. The fun part of being a warrior. Right, this is why I don't have the large shield on. Yeah, large shield, like I said, much more health on your shield bar. Almost there. Oh yeah, there's also a shield bash. I heard that it wasn't really working very well after the update. Let's see if I can get it. You're going to hold the trigger of your shield hand and bash the enemy. Oh, there we go. And what that does is it stuns him for a second. That is your interrupt, and he'll take more damage, but I think that might have been because of a talent I took. Alright, we're almost there. Almost out of health on the shield. What the ultimate does is it regenerates your shield, and I believe it gives you a little bit of damage reduction. So here we go. All right, shield's broken. Pull the ultimate, and shield is back up again. It's super useful. Again, you're fighting a boss, you're in a raid or a dungeon or something, your shield breaks, you need it back up. That's how you pull it back up. Now, how do we get our ultimate to recharge? You hit enemies, right? Combos, that's the best way to do it. You can charge super fast just by constantly getting combos, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm just spamming provoke through my shield. I'm not taking damage, they're not taking much damage, but I'm healing. I get all the way to full, and now I can start taking them out. Alright, are we going to pull this guy? Alright, perfect. He said sarcastically. Cool, we got rid of that guy. We'll get rid of this guy. When it comes to spellcasters, you cannot rely on your shield. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to stand still and let him hit me. I'll put my shield right in the way, and check this out. He doesn't care. Right? Alright, let's interrupt him. Pull the trigger. Shield bash. So, spells will blow through your shield. So as a tank, you need to move. Now, if you're in a group, you want to tank the spellcasters so that your allies are not directly behind you. They are directly behind me here. Healing. If they're directly behind me here, he goes to shoot and I move. That's my healer. That's my DPS. My allies are getting hit because I moved. And let's go ahead and finish them off. Cool. So those are the ultimate and the combos. Let's go over the talents now. Alright, so we went over righteousness. You want to do righteousness. The slam, you can either do improved slam, enemies stunned by your shield bash take increased damage from all sources, or they become weak to your basic strikes and wound combo. So this is either selfish or allies, right? You can either make them take more damage from you, and again, your goal is not DPS, or they take more damage from all sources, like the DPS. Cannot emphasize how important that is. Use this one. Improved Rush, you can either get 2 charges and move to your allies, so this little thing right here where you can zoom around, right? I have 2 charges of it now, but they take twice as long to recharge, which, you know, that's not a bad gig at all, especially if, you know, I'm tanking and something goes wrong and I see that my allies are taking damage. I can move over to them real fast and I can pull aggro. Provoke, you know, and now let's say that your allies are in trouble, right? You get over, and you're trying to take aggro, but there's just so many of them. What you do is you go over to them, you sword rush, blow your horn. The horn is your AoE aggro pull. Everything's going to then look at you, and then you put your shield out, and you start spamming provoke. Oh, hit the wrong button there. There we go. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Get over here. And let's put this guy down. Now, something that happened a few times as we were going is I was fighting, and you might have seen that happen, right? That little bloop. That is the level 20 talent. And you got 2 choices here. You can either grant a temporary shield equivalent to your lost health, or you can grant a boon to yourself and nearby allies to increase all the damage done. So, if the only time that the Blessing of Protection is going to be useful is if your health is, you know, halfway gone or more, and then you use it, because then you gain half your health or more of a shield. If you're not missing much health, that's not going to help. However, the Blessing of Might, you are giving increased DPS to everybody nearby. So make sure you're near your DPS, raise that sword in the air, give them that boost, now they're dealing extra damage. It's great. And then the tier 5 talent, this was auto-picked for me because I haven't played Warrior since the update, and I guess I was already on the right side. So they have Overheal. Any healing you receive while at full health will be partially transferred to your shield, or blocking an attack with your shield instantly charges your sword with your previous combo. So if I come over here and I do Wound, they block, Wound, right? It's a 5-second recharge though, so boom, Wound. Right? And yeah, which one you choose is up to you. I don't think it's been play tested enough to where there's a consensus. I know Overheal is great. I was doing it in a dungeon yesterday, where we just kept overhealing the tank, and he had so much shield. It was, he wasn't running out of shield. It was hilarious. And then counterattack, I don't know. I don't see it being that useful. I'd probably go with overheal. But again, I don't think there's been an overall consensus yet because it's been out for less than 24 hours by the time I make this video. So yeah, those are the talents. That's your equipment. Those were your combos, your horn, sword raise. I think that's pretty much everything. Just, yeah, like I said, remember, your goal is to take aggro, tank damage, not deal DPS. So don't worry about your numbers. Just worry about, can you keep the enemies off of the DPS so that the DPS can kill them? Can you keep the enemies off of your healer so that your healer can keep you alive? And then you're going to help the healer keep you alive by spamming provoke. Last but not least, and this was something that took me a while to get used to. I know that the game is going to tell you that your larger swings deal more damage, right? So if I do a large looping swing, that's 1800 versus a flick is 419, right? But if I do large looping swings for wound, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, that deals 5400, or I can do that flick for 5400, right? Your damage is going to come from your combos. It's going to come from combos, not from the individual strikes. So don't worry about doing these large looping swings so that your individual strikes deal damage. Hit combos as fast as you can. Right? Come on. Boom. Right? That as opposed to right? It's not. You're going to deal far more damage over time if you're doing those large, or the wrist flicks, and especially with provoke, right? Provoke is your bread and butter, like I said. That is healing you. You want to get that down as fast as you can so that you can out-tank any damage that hits you, right? I'm not letting him hit my shield, yet I'm staying at full health, just because I'm doing real quick flicks. Let's get out of that. You're doing real quick flicks, and you're healing that provoke real fast. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm missing anything. If you have any questions, again, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm Mishka with the Monday Nights. I troll the community forums, although I don't post there often. I'm on the Reddit forums quite often, so if you have any questions for me, just post on the OrbusVR Reddit, and I'm always hopping in there and answering any questions I can. Find me in game. Yeah, I'm here to help. So, good luck. Happy hunting.